So I'm wearing like the same shirt from like a couple days ago because I wasn't wearing anything at all. And then somebody came to the door and was like knocking, and I was like, "Dude, I'm naked." So I had to dive into my closet, my dirty clothes hamper, and put on dirty clothes. Ugh, gross. But bright side, I finished editing the video, and it's rendering now, and I'm gonna upload it. And I think it's okay. It's good enough. I have, especially these whale videos, I have to like be okay with it not being like perfect, because that was like the idea behind it in the first place. That I could just kind of goof off and have fun and not worry about like, oh, I'm putting myself out there at my very very best. I hope people like it. It's just goof it off. And yeah. So it's like 2 o'clock now. 2 o'clock. Dang, that was. Okay. So I guess I need to eat some food for like lunch, I suppose. And then I'm gonna call my apartment complex because they were supposed to get back to me, but then they didn't about like moving in and that process. And I kind of would like to know, that'd be nice to know where I am gonna be in like 2 days. Yeah, good stuff. All right, bye. All right, so I just got my sandwich for lunch, and I called the apartment complex to kind of ask about the process and how to expedite it. Because it was last week that I went in and, I basically paid for my application and stuff. And they said they would just do a quick credit check on me, and then they'd let me know about, when I could move in, I guess. And it's been like a week almost. So I finally called them back and was like, hey, so what's going on? And apparently they needed because I don't have a full-time job right now, and I don't have sufficient paychecks to show my income. You have to be making at least 2.5 to 3 times as much as the monthly rent, and then that kind of just it is that's the standard for any apartment in Orlando at least. And so, but if you don't have that, you can co-sign it with someone. So obviously I had to get it co-signed with my mom, and they need more information about her than they need about me. And they need her to send off her ID, a bunch of pay stubs and another sublease applicant form, which I paid for because they charge you to do the applications. And I thought it was all good, and I got her to send all that stuff off kind of reluctantly because she doesn't. I mean, to be fair, nobody really does, but she doesn't really like sending off personal information like that often. But I convinced her to do it, and she did it. But so that was all last week, and so I thought we were good, and apparently they're still waiting on a couple things from her. They needed 3 pay stubs, and she sent 1. So it was just kind of thing of and they supposedly sent an email, but she didn't get an email. So they were waiting on something from her. I was waiting on something from them, and it was just everything was up in the air as to who was waiting on stuff from who. And yeah. Hold on. Turn right. Don't hit me, please. Cool. Sorry, I shouldn't be vlogging and driving again. I'm a naughty person. Yeah, so basically, long story short, even though I already told this long story, she sent off the stuff, or she's doing it right now, the last few things that they need, and then they should get back to me hopefully pretty immediately as to what is the next step in the process, and when can I move in, and etc. Fun stuff. Alright, so I just got off the phone with the people that I am renting from, and it looks like I am moving to Orlando tomorrow. Ooh, brightness. Tomorrow is the day they gave me that I can move in, and I need to take care of 3 things actually. First, one of them I've already taken care of. I needed to get renter's insurance, which I've never had before, but I got it, and it wasn't too hard. It's only $10 a month, I think, for the premium that I got. And then I need to set up utilities in my name, which means I need to get the utilities for this house out of my name. And then finally I need to get a final money order to pay my first month's rent for the apartment that I'm staying at. And it's... Hey, for once the radio didn't start while I was talking. That was very nice of it. Yeah, so I need to go to, I'm going to Publix right now to get a money order for that. And it's nice because the deal they had, I get like the first month's rent free, or like half off or something. Something that they don't normally do. They just have kind of like a deal on it. But, you know, I don't know, between you and me, it might be one of those things where they always have a deal. You know, oh, it's our, I was about to try to do an example, but I couldn't think of one. It's kind of sad because right now improv is going on, and I could have gone, but I'm just busy taking care of all my stuff first. And actually, there's somebody who's coming by to take my fish. I put the fish tank online for somebody to buy it, but somebody was just interested in the fish. So, I don't know, I guess if I'll take them, I might as well give them away. Though it's kind of, I thought I had a little bit more time to try to sell the bed and the fish tank, but it looks like I won't. So I might just take the fish tank and like leave the bed here, but leave it on Craigslist. And, you know, if I mean, I trust these guys enough to where if I can still sell it online, they'll just keep the bed like in the corner. Oh, something in my eye again. But yeah, they'll keep it in the corner and they'll sell it for me. Talking a lot, but I'm excited. Things are happening, things are getting done. I'm supposed to be in Orlando at 1 o'clock tomorrow to sign the lease and meet with my, I guess, leasing agent lady. So that means I need to leave tomorrow around like 10 or 10:30 to get there and give myself enough time to go and get everything taken care of. Which means I'll probably have to wake up at like 9 if I don't get everything like squared away tonight. For one, because I got to take care of like all the utility stuff, like ending it here and then starting it there. But yeah, it's cool stuff. Things are moving and staying in motion. Wow, I've been talking for like 3 minutes now. That's a long time. It's already like half as long as some of my vlogs were last week. It's funny. Okay, see you soon. Getting my money order. It is a solemn moment right now because it is completely quiet in this little foyer area because the fish tank is silent. There's no fish in there anymore. They're not dead. I didn't just flush them. I sold them. I put the fish tank on Craigslist, like I said earlier, and some guy just wanted the fish, so he came by and we took them. They actually put up quite a fight. They actually, one of them, the biggest koi, actually flipped on the ground, and I had to like wrestle him into the Tupperware the guy had. So that was kind of entertaining and fun. I probably could have gotten a little bit more for him, but I don't know. I'm not worried about the money. I just hope they live long and fruitful lives because they've been pretty characteristic of like my time in Gainesville, more or less. Yeah, it's I feel sad about it. I really do. I feel guilty about selling them. It's like selling one of your babies, except not at all. But I'd like to think of it like that, sort of. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Bam! Oh, I'm explaining it?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's Roy's last night here in Gainesville. So I asked for him to eat dinner with me, and it was his idea that we buy dinner, but he bought stroganoff, which is, let's be honest here, not bad, definitely not. There's better flavors.
Hey, you better back the stroganoff of that.
Oh,
buddy.
But we're getting classy because we're actually using milk,
as opposed to
water.
Well, we have to use water too.
Oh,
that's all right. But we're also using beans and corn. That's
Texas toast.
Texas toast. Gotta get rid of all my stuff before I go, and all I have left, I have what do you call that? Oh, jeez, peanut butter, woo, and honey and popcorn. I'm taking that with me, but got some not Jello.
Oh my God, I was so confused for a second there.
Why?
It's something you're gonna have to cut out, but because it looked like you were filming it right here, but I saw peanut butter on the thing, and I didn't see that.
Yeah.
So I thought you were actually, I don't know. I thought you were filming here, but I was seeing this. It was really weird.
You thought I was filming your peanut butter?
No, that's not my peanut butter.
Well, what's it doing up there?
That, no.
Isn't that your cabinet?
Isn't that like Matt Bowden's old cabinet?
I thought this was yours the whole
No, the
time.
top one's mine.
What? Wait, all this was fair game the whole...
Yeah, I think so.
How old is that food?
I don't know, man.
Older than your ass.
older than your mother's ass.
I remember that. That's mine.
Hi, so we finished the corn. That was easy. Baked beans, they're going. And now we're simmering the stroganoff. So that should be done in like 15 minutes, maybe. And also the, what do you call those? Garlic breads are in there. And I made mango.
And I watched.
Mango drink, Slurpee, smoothie.
Where's the lens? Oh, right there.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where I look if I don't want
And
to look weird.
don't tell my mom. You can tell his mom, but don't tell my mom. We put a little hint of a rum in here. Captain Morgan!
Because I bought an entire handle for a bachelor party, and they didn't drink much, so now I'm like stuck with an entire handle of rum that I don't want.
And there it is. It's finally done. And now we're gonna go watch something on TV. And also the guy who came and got the fish just texted me again, and he said, he was like, "Did you know that one of the fish was blind?" And I was like, "No, I didn't know that." And he's like, "Well, it is completely blind." And I was like, "Okay, sorry about that." And he was like, "No problem." So he didn't want a refund for his $10 fish. They were all like $10. They were really cheap. I could have sold them for a little bit more than I did, but whatever. Well, in the interest of Gainesville, a college town, having one last beer, and it's gonna be it for me, I think. It's funny how time passes by, you know? I don't know if I ever like shared this on the internet, but this house, I've been here for 3 years. My first year as a college freshman, I lived on campus at the University of Florida. And I lived like in this apartment complex where like I had my own room, and then I had like 3 roommates, and then we had little like cell unit block buddy type things. But I never really got to know anybody. I never really got to make that good of friends because we were kind of quarantined, you know? And like at the time, I kind of liked that. I liked being kind of introverted, I guess. But after that, my brother was a senior my sophomore year. Then I wanted to live with him, and we came across this house. Like halfway through my freshman year, there was like some party or something here that happened, and this room that I'm in right now, that I've been in for 3 years, the walls were like dark brown colored, and then like the white frames, they were like dark green eggplant colored. So it was really kind of a gross room, and I took it and made it my own, more or less, very vibrantly red and loud and very patriotic colors, I guess. Yeah, so a lot has happened here. Pretty much my entire experience in college has been in this room, in this house, where like I've made friendships, and any relationships that I've had have been here. And now it's time to move on, I guess. I don't know, a little bit of me is definitely gonna like stay in this room, in this house. So it's gonna be very weird not having this to come back to, this like familiarity. But yeah, I guess that's it. I'm putting all my stuff, the last few things I need to put in my car on the couch over there, and then I'm gonna shove off tomorrow, like 10:30, probably. So yeah, I guess that's it. I'll just go ahead and end the vlog now so I can do stuff. I still need to like wash clothes and do a couple sweeps of the house to see if I need to remember anything. But that's it. Final night in the house, and it's pretty bittersweet. Goodbye.